Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, dude. I'm just fucking hectic ass day, dude. It's always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to jam this in, dude. I mean, shit. I'm honored that you made some time for me and shit. Let me get a cigarette. This will be easier like that. But yeah, man. I'm sitting in my driveway using an old TV for a light source. So, remind me what your name is again, bro?
My name's Ethan.
Ethan?
Ethan Tools. Yeah.
And what was your band's name for the record?
My band's name is called Oraku Saki.
Sick. I'm recording this, so you know, I might make some clips or something if whatever. But fucking oh jeez. I was wondering how long have you guys been around for? You hear me?
What was that?
How long have you been around? Can you hear me good? How long have you been around for?
We've been playing together for about 9-10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And we played Oraku since 2020, end of 2019.
Right on. What was the old band's name?
We used to be called the Ferrets.
The Ferrets?
Yeah, it was more like cowboy, hardcore punk.
Cow funk type shit?
Yeah.
That explains it, man. That explains fucking everything, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, dude.
No, because you guys have more of like a, you guys got more of like a, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, you kind of remind me like a little bit of Sex Prisoner, like some old like 2010s power violence, and then like a lot more like punk inspired, like circle pitting type music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the newer bands are really more like heavy on the beatdown shit. Not that I'd mind. I like a lot of those bands a lot, man. So I'm not judging them, but
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of thought you guys were a little younger, and I was like, damn, dude, these young cats are into the same shit as me. What the fuck? Who are the other members of your band for the record?
The official members are, our drummer's name is Isaiah Talley, and our bassist name is Caleb Russell, and our other homie who fills in for us a lot on bass, his name is Aaron Gould, and sometimes we have a lead guitar. His name is Nate Morris.
Hell yeah, man. And what was this the first tour you guys have done? Probably not, if you've been around as long as you have, huh?
No, we've done a few of these 3 days.
Yeah.
We usually call them the weekend warriors.
Nothing wrong with that. What do you okay, so this is actually kind of an interesting thing, man. What got you into the hardcore scene, and how is being from New Mexico and how does being a Native American, how does that play into it or affect it or have any effect on your sound, or was it just independent of everything?
Well, I'm from I grew up in the Navajo Nation reservation.
Yeah.
I grew up around Farmington, New Mexico, Kirtland, Mexico, just outside the towns. And I went to my first show about 10 years ago, and all the local bands they had like hardcore. Some of them were hardcore, some of them were easycore, metalcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I more resonated towards the hardcore. I saw how the pits were and the energy and the group vocals, grabbing the mic and all that, and I really connected with it. Especially since it was on the reservation, and I didn't know that music like that was out here. available because it's usually dominated by like metal and punk. So,
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've just been trying to see every show I can. Then eventually got into or I was a punk kid originally. Then found hardcore. Then eventually got into power violence and doom.
I love it, man. How's New Mexico's a pretty small place, right? Like, I mean, it's not small, but outside of Albuquerque, it's relatively rural, isn't it? Like, you guys got to travel a lot to go to shows.
Yeah, we live like about 3 hours away from Albuquerque, but where we live, the Four Corners, we usually play a lot in Shiprock and Durango, Colorado.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one big scene, but it's not really there yet.
Yeah. Is it like, do you do a lot of like pop-up shows, or are there venues that you could go to, or how is it?
Yeah, there's a few venues. We always play at the Mod in Shiprock, and just people who let us play at their houses, or in Durango they got a brewery called Anarchy, and like a DIY venue called Cold Storage, and yeah, and it's mostly just all the local bands who put on these shows and try to get as much people into it as possible, and that's our goal. It's been our goal.
Yeah, definitely, man. And where'd you come up with the name Oraku Saki?
It's from my favorite movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, it's the Shredder's real name.
Holy shit! I didn't really. Yeah, it was, huh?
Yeah. I really it's always been my favorite movie, favorite Rez movie. All my cousins watched it.
Yeah, it
still holds up. Still my favorite movie.
How was this last tour you just did? How do you feel about it?
I felt pretty good about it, especially the Tucson show.
Tucson show was lit, huh?
Yeah. I really enjoyed the hospitality, and it felt like being home. Just like it was like a hangout / show. It was like got to chill out with all these new natives, all these tribes together in one place, and especially in that small room. It's like, damn, they still go hard.
Yeah, that was definitely the vibe that night.
Yeah.
I was digging it, man. I mean, I'm not. I enjoy that leg of the scene, dude. I kind of spend more time with those guys than everybody else, because everybody else kind of, yeah, they could be a little shitty sometimes, man. But whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking Well, what are your biggest influences as far as like this project? What are your biggest influences like of all time, and what are your biggest influences as far as like when you decided to change the name and turn into more of like a hardcore project? What were you trying to pivot towards, and why?
Well, I guess my main influences were band-wise was like Ceremony, Wicked Nachos, Charles Bronson. I just like my favorite kind of hardcore is short, fast.
Yeah.
And I realized I like playing fast. It feels good to play that fast.
Yeah, it does.
Especially with the full band, and just seeing how the crowd reacts, and it's a whole vibe. Because I've been a crowd member, because I know what I want.
Yeah, man. I love going to this day. I'm getting older, man. I'm in my 30s now, and like, shit. I mean, I used to be a pit monster, and I still do. Like, I'll jump in there. I'll jump in there, but I was definitely more into the fast shit than I am the heavy. Like I said, man, I'm not afraid, but I'm getting to the age where I can't get spin kicked in the face, bro. I can't get.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I want to get in there, but it's like I still like a circle pit though if one pops up. That's cool, man. That's a lot of the same influences I kind of came up with. I was always like mad into like straight 80s hardcore, and then obviously like punk from the 90s punk some of it when I was really young, but I was like big into 80s hardcore, and then when I started like exploring the heavier side of it, it was those bands literally, man. Weekend Nachos, fucking Charles Bronson. You ever get into Infest?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. And what made you want to pivot from the old band to the new one?
I guess I was just kind of burnt out playing songs that I didn't really like relate with anymore.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I was maturing, like kind of growing out of that punk phase, and and I was like, fuck it. I listen to hardcore. Why don't I just try it?
Yeah. That's always the best hardcore, is when it's made by people who actually came up like in punk.
Yeah. You can tell too.
Yeah, you could always tell. Did you what's the word here? So, a big question I like to ask anybody who's been around for a while, because it's just such a huge shift in my opinion, man. Actually, what kind of inspired me to start my magazine, which, to be honest, I've been slacking on this summer because I had a whatever, but I'm starting to publish it again, coming in the next couple months. What have you noticed about the scene like pre-COVID? Because you've been around for 10 years. And I know before COVID you were in more of a punk band, but I'm sure you were still involved in that, New Mexico reservation scene. What have you noticed about the scene since COVID? And how has it changed? What are the significant differences, especially from your perspective? Because I know how it changed in Tucson. I'm just curious if you noticed anything substantial.
Okay, so before COVID, it was pretty, we were on a lot of mixed genre shows, so that we always played with hardcore bands.
Yeah.
But, I guess because since we were younger, it was kind of hard to approach those older bands, because, some of them were those situations where it's like, don't meet your heroes. Sometimes they're assholes.
Yeah.
And that's how it was through COVID. But there were those homies we had. Those were the bands we stuck around with, that we still hang around with today.
Yeah.
But the hardcore side, I think that the old scene fizzled out, and then COVID happened, and once shows started happening again out here, it was more like unity, like unified. Everyone was like, they just put each other on, they just like encourage each other, start their own shit.
Yeah.
And I noticed that even shows are different now. It's like, I see so many like familiar faces and people coming back, and everyone is getting to know each other now, and it's basically just one big party, and you get to chill out. All these people you've met through these shows, and it didn't feel like that back then.
Yeah, I kind of similar situation, man. I mean, I had already mostly aged out, but it seemed like there was definitely, like, the hardcore scene wasn't dead pre-COVID, but it wasn't really popping. And then now it's like there's all these new bands that never existed, and it's almost like, well, some of the, you had bands that were popping like 2018, 2019, and most of them are gone.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden they just disappeared, and it's like they got kind of phased out. And I don't know if that was necessarily the worst thing in the world, though, because a lot of those guys kind of were dicks, and it wasn't as thriving as it is now, so whatever.
Yeah.
But, does make me wonder. I'm like, why did these guys break? I don't know, whatever. But what kind of releases have you come out with? Would you mind listing them all so I'll be able to refer them and direct people to them?
Since we renamed ourselves, we've only put out one track on Bandcamp under a compilation. It's called Indigenous Takeover, and it was a compilation of a bunch of different native artists, bands, and it's just our title track, Oraku Saki. We did that a few years ago, though. We've been working on our a demo. Probably drop it soon.
Yeah, you guys got to record, man. I was trying to track the music down just so I could jam it myself.
Yeah. I have the tracks. It's just it's like mastering stages and all that. It's been taking a while though, so I'm just really ready to drop it whenever.
Yeah,
I might
right.
just do that.
But then it's also like if it's been taking a while, then there's no sense in rushing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then I want to start the LP locally because a few studios open up right around here in Farmington, and I want to take advantage of those as quick as I can. And we've been playing these songs, these set lists for like a couple of years now, and it's like we're finally comfortable with these songs, and feel good to record now.
Yeah, man. No, you guys genuinely like. I was so taken aback. I mean, all the bands that night were good, man. I mean, fucking Famju, Heresy, Gunpoint.
Yeah.
I love that. That lineup was so rock solid. If I forgot somebody, I apologize. But like every band I caught that night killed it, and I saw all those guys before, and you guys were as good, if not. I mean, shit. I'm biased, dude, because I like the fast shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love all those bands, man. That was a great lineup. But I was like, damn, these guys are playing. This is like fucking hardcore punk, dude. This ain't, you know, whatever. But yeah, man. What are your plans for the future going forward? Where do you want to take the band? Do you have any opportunities lined up? Is there anything that you want to do? Like, where do you want to take the entire project in general?
I think just next plan is just to get in the studio, get actual recordings out there, and just play further. Maybe get new rides so they can take us out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just like I guess re-upping ourselves. Just we need to get new gear and all this stuff so we can venture further out.
Yeah, right.
And,
so when I post this on my social media and all fucking, well, shit, I actually got a decent following, but ain't nobody listened to the shit. But all 50 followers who actually make it this far in the video, make sure you fucking hook these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's fucking awesome, though. I mean, I'm glad that you guys are out there functioning. And I got a couple more questions, real quick. You got any crazy stories in all your years? What's the craziest show you ever played? Whether it was locally, where you're from, or on tour? What's the wildest thing that's happened in your experience with this band?
Let me think. I guess well, like a year ago, me and my homies were coming back from a Denver show. We went a different route. We were coming back from Colorado to New Mexico, but then we went through Dulce, and Dulce is kind of a shady place, and that was our first time going through that route to come home.
Yeah.
And, it was just us on the road, and there's all these trees around and a bunch of deer, and fucking out of nowhere behind us, this crackhead van zooms right behind us, and our brother driving, we're like, just let him pass, and he passes us, or we stopped to let him pass, and that guy he stops too, and we're like, oh shit, and then so he tries to eventually he tries to like, we don't know what he's doing. He was like matching our speed and not letting us go further, and this van was all like, the windows were all busted out and everything. But my homie driving, Jarrell, he fucking baby driver that shit. He put the music in and he got us out of that shit. Not a scratch on my car, dude.
Dude, I interviewed Gate Creeper a while back, right? Or Eric from Gate Creeper. He's a friend of mine from back in the day. And he told me a story about driving through New Mexico and some wild shit happening with a trucker.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a thing out there. I don't know.
I don't know. Out there in Dulce, you hear the stories about people getting abducted. And it felt like we were about to be trafficked or something, because the second time that van got in front of us, they were getting out, and then that's when we passed them.
Yeah.
And then just then, a bunch of like